Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. He finds an opening past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there right off the bat. 47 yards.
Down Eagles.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Flushed out right. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Eagles 7, Broncos nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Melvin Gordon.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Lock. Got Gordon open, completes it. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Locke. Got a man. It's Judy complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine, because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This ball complete to Reagor. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Now a carry for Sanders. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The tackle made by Kareem Jackson. 4 yards on the pickup.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
At the Broncos' 16-yard line.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lock. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 36 yards. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Gordon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Down at the 4-yard line.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Let's see what you got.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Because I was a blessed with no fail. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to feel.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal.
Check 45 to mine. Check 45 to mine. Protein spin. Check 37. Check 37. Ready.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Shedding the tackle. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down.
At the 13-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Locke working out of the gun. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Dancing to his left. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
No chance. 45's the mark. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Hamler now to return it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
For first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. And here we go. Watch the get. Watch the pass. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Greystone traps. Greystone traps.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2nd and 9.
Delta. 16 out clock. Ringo. Titans on the Ringo. Titans on the Ringo. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Operating from the gun. Block. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
From the gun. Locke. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. That'll be caught. Reagor with it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returning it, here's Hamler. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Fighting through, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now to the air, Locke. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
9-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Set.
13 yards remaining on second down.
All day, every day, any day. 45, 45.
Locke going to throw. This is the tight end fan. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
3 down, 3 down. Wide, get wide. Wide, 64, weak.
And nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another run here with Sanders. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
And 8 at the 15-yard line.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. Sanders has it over the middle. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Reagor catches it left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Hurts. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Justin Simmons.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. His throw incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this one incomplete.
Intended for Brissett.
And all that remains is 13 seconds. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did.